The amount of people in this room that believe they have a story to tell, they make a video or have something to say, and then use social media as distribution is by a high percentage. Most people here look at Facebook and Twitter as distribution channels. I'm gonna do something over here, I'm gonna take the link, and I'm gonna post it on Facebook and Twitter and drive people. They treat social like email marketing. What they completely lack, and where all the upside is, and what I basically wrote about in the book, is storytelling contextually within it, so the results happen within it. No reason to send a mouse somewhere else. People really get an emotional, romantic point of view of driving people out of social to their website so their website can do their thing. When at the end of the day, would you care if you sold somebody in your house or at the park? It doesn't really matter as long as you sold them. And so there's just a lack of strategy, in my opinion. By the way, one man's point of view. One man's point of view that spends all his time thinking about why in the world are my friends raising $1 million, starting a company, and then heavily hurting companies that have $500 million in market cap? Why are we living in that world right now? Why are we living in a world where companies within 36 months are able to massively disrupt the incumbent that has so much more money and so much more legacy, so much more brand equity, and so much more infrastructure? And it's happening because the internet itself has eliminated the costs of infrastructure to go to the consumer and storytell in an efficient way and in a quick way. And meanwhile, what I spend all my time in, not trying to allow my customers to spend money on dumb shit, because that's what they do all day long. We're spending money on dumb shit. And we're not storytelling to where the consumer is. And this is happening at scale. The fastest growing demo for 40 to 60-year-olds right now is the fastest growing demo on Instagram. Instagram's fastest growing demo is a 40 to 60-year-old. The people that are taking the most selfies in the world, growth curve, in the last 6 months are 43.3-year-old females. 43-year-old females are the highest growth curve in selfies. Moms are fucking pulling it out and snapping the fuck out of selfies at a scale that nobody thought. And so we're disregarding a very important fact. I want to really pound this one home for you. I really want you to hear this one, because way too many people are gonna pull the, well, my customer's not there card, or my demo's not there. That's a favorite fucking card that I wanna fucking burn right now. Let me explain to you what's going on with your fucking card, right? My customer's not there, let's talk about that. The highest conversion of consumption on Facebook right now is 46 to 63-year-olds. Because they've gotten into the habit and they're not leaving. It's why your mom still has a Yahoo email address, right? That kind of shit. Number two, if you look at the behavioral data, the clothes she buys, the way she goes out and how often, her routine, the way she engages on social, right now, the average, and this is an American stat, so I don't have it for Canada, I apologize. The average, bless you, the average 44-year-old female in the US behavior maps to the average 29-year-old American woman's behavior only 10 years ago. We are living through the youthification of our society. For anybody here over 35, 40 that can remember their parents at some point at that age, everybody in here that's capable of it, think for 1 second right now of your parent at the age you are right now, and I promise you, they were much older than you. Their behavior was much older. We're living through a massive youthification, and it's because of the shift in technology. How many people here have a daughter or son that's 15 to 22 years old? Raise your hands. Thank you. So for the 30 of you, do you remember the conversation you had 2 years ago when you said, hey, little Ricky, I don't care how you talk to your friends, but when your mother and father call, you pick up the damn phone? Remember that one? Just curious, how'd that work out for you? Let me explain to the rest of the crowd how it worked out. There are grown-ass men in this room in their 50s that texted LOL and OMG in the last 24 hours. That's what happened. Uncle Bob's like, where's my emoji con, right? So, shit's changing. And it's funny to laugh, and it's interesting to watch, and you're seeing it anecdotally in your life. You're going out, you're seeing it, you're tasting it, and you're disregarding it in your execution, in your marketing, and running your businesses. It's just the way it is. And honestly, I know there's a huge crossover in here. I know there's a 20 to 40% of this audience that knows it, sees it, but can't do anything about it because as the layers go up, it gets killed somewhere along the line because there's no ROI, there's no belief in it, it's not safe, you can't do it. Still doesn't stop from it being wrong.